It's almost worse.
Did you ever figure out what you're going to do?
So how we...
I am going to be... I think I'm thinking a wizard.
Okay.
No, cleric. I'm going to do cleric.
Okay.
We still need heals,
so
right?
Stats, generally, standard array is how you're encouraged to do it, but if you would like to roll stats, I would encourage you to do so. 46, drop the lowest. You can either get one bonus reroll, so you get 7 rolls, or if you do 7 rolls, you have to put them in the order you roll them, and then replace one with the 7th roll, or you can do 6 rolls and put it wherever you want.
I see.
Did you have to choose that first?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Peace Domain too. That's the best one, right? That's
What's
the broken one.
First option you said, just like roll.
You can just take the arrays, right? Like out of the player's handbook, just build a character out of arrays, which I think most people do if they really care about the character, because rolling is risky. If you choose to roll, you can either roll 6 times in order and then replace one roll with a 7th roll, or roll 6 rolls and assign them to whatever stats you want.
Point by array. How do you want to do it?
Either way.
And what's array?
There's a standard array in the player's handbook where you get like 115, 114, 113, 112, and 19. Or you can buy them using the equation that's in the player's handbook. You're not rolling.
No, it is dice.
The array.
Oh, I gotta be it.
Is that player's handbook?
Yeah.
I know, that's not what it is.
I'm used to doing this all on roll 20, so I'm just gonna.
So here is
Sans means lacking, and he's a skeleton.
D&D standard array.
Physical organs.
here it is 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. So it's right here. 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. And then here's the point buy to buy them.
How do I get the points?
So what you do is you get a total number, you get 27 points. And you can spend them however you want. This is how much they cost. So if you have 27 points, you can get 3 15s, and everything else is an 8. Right?
That would be like min-maxing, I guess?
Yeah, that's... Point buy is what the min-maxers do.
I'm not doing min-maxing.
You're trying to decide, risk it or...
Always roll, man. There's no reason not to, right? Because if it's horrible, then it's funny and you have a great character, and if it's great, then you're amazing.
You know what? I'm going to roll 6 times and stick with it, and then be able to put them wherever the hell I want.
That's risky.
Yeah, but I didn't raise no bid.
Well, fine. I'm not gonna use the array then.
You're buying? You're rolling?
I'll roll.
Brian, you want to roll for stats?
Too late, already created.
You want to roll for stats, Lance?
Oh! Oh, 17.
No, that's a good start.
I'm just going to put them on the side here
I don't
first.
have 4, I only have 3.
You need extra dice.
He's like, I don't want to borrow one.
Dude, I have 4 game science white dice.
Those look very...
What's a reliquary?
A relic what?
A reliquary?
Oh wait, here, no, there's a white one. I gave him the black one.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, those...
Racial with our dice.
Trust me. Oh, wait a sec. Celebrate National Women's Day, gentlemen.
I don't know, man.
All
Giving
your
them all
fair-
white seems racist.
Clearly y'all celebrate.
Female Tabaxi.
Okay.
Got my everything? Yep.
What'd you get?
Wow.
That is a 7.
7 is really bad. 7's not what you're looking for, man.
I actually killed it. 17, 13, 16, 12, 16, 11.
Oh, that's huge. 2 16s and a 17?
Other.
I mean,
Alright, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna be though. Because, yeah.
That's an 8.
Oh, okay.
You need to go better than an 8.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
I rolled and killed it.
Need the mini?
Oh, there you go. There you go. There's something.
yeah.
13.
There you go,
13.
buddy.
It's not that bad.
Did you just give him gum?
It is a Tic Tac box.
With the mini inside.
It is. I mean,
Oh, those are the Thrycreen.
it's perfect. I mean,
Yeah. It's like a bug. It's like a bug museum.
That's pretty cool.
What is that? Tic Tacs?
They're for Tic
The
Tacs.
giant Tic Tac
Yeah.
container.
The
They do
big
that.
Tic Tacs.
No, just
They're
regular Tic
normal
Tacs.
sized Tic Tacs, but
But a lot.
a huge number of them.
Yeah, we got one on.
They last
How many Tic Tacs do
an
you think
hour
would?
or so.
How many Tic Tacs do you think would fit in that container, Brian? All right, so at this campaign, floor dice do in fact count. We never play floor dice. We're playing floor dice count.
All right, what is that then?
You got to count it.
What is it?
Well, I got 4, so
There you
it's
go.
not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all.
13.
Yeah, 215, sorry.
So, cleric,
This background.
Cleric, 100% cleric.
we
bard,
have to do-
I mean, rogue.
Yeah, as you guys are.
So you said somebody should be a wizard possibly, and somebody should be like a fighter or barbarian?
Yep.
Which one do you prefer?
Let's see what the stats say.
Yeah, let's see what the stats say. I'll let him.
He started with a 7, so he's leaning towards wizard.
I have a 7, 3 12s, and 2 14s.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Should I go again?
Yeah, you need 6.
No, he's got 6. 2 14s,
Yeah, I got 6.
3 12s,
3, I heard.
and a
2.
7.
The
So
first
wizard
one
with
was
a
7,
14
so-
int. That's reasonable.
That's a 14.
Win int and dex or int and con, right? Just to make sure he doesn't totally suck. But you get your racial bonus too, right? So you're going to be an elf or a tabaxi. What did tabaxi get?
They get plus 2 dex, plus 1 charisma.
Plus 2 dex, plus 1 charisma.
Yeah, according to this.
So the charisma doesn't help well. You could be a charisma caster.
What happens if I roll 7?
You have to take them in order, and then you can replace one.
Hey, actually,
There you
rolled
go,
pretty damn
16,
good.
16.
Point buys what the min-maxers do?
Well, actually, usually they just use standard array because everyone agrees standard array is good enough.
What did you say it was?
You just see the sword coming
The dice.
from over the hill.
16, right? 16's good.
Yeah, no.
It's fantastic.
I just want to make sure that's what you said.
7 is so bad.
Well, you put it in strength or
I
charisma.
mean, these are all just such middling score. Okay.
Got
You're gonna
9.
try one more time. I love
You got
it.
this, man. I believe in you.
It's a 14.
Replace that 7 with the 14.
No, replace a 12.
Got the,
Leave the dumb stat.
got the 9, 13, 13, 14,
14
12,
strength,
15.
12 dex, 12 constitution, 14 intelligence, 14 wisdom, 12 charisma,
Then you get plus 2 dex and plus 1 charisma for being a
2
tabaxi.
dex, 14,
Yeah, most of the giant monsters just
charisma 13.
What's the one stat that rogue should not have?
Dex.
No, we're going backwards.
Rogues want dex.
So I
No,
have
it said shouldn't have.
Oh, shouldn't have?
Yeah.
Like the least popular.
Rogues can often dump strength because they can use finesse weapons like a rapier or something and they don't get the massive penalty there.
So dumb.
But that is going to hurt you with like athletics checks and stuff like that.
got
Yeah.
interesting.
Now go outside and touch
Nothing more than a 12, nothing above a 14. What?
Well, you could put the 14 into dex and then have a 16 dex.
That's a good response.
No, because I did it 7 times.
Oh, you.
Um,
So you had to take them in order, and
took
you
them in order.
rolled the 14 and replaced the
I-
7. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
correct.
yeah, it's not
You said we get a plus 2 to dex?
Plus 2 dex, plus 1 charisma.
my dog.
Alright.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I guess I'll just dump 9 in strength, but I don't know, man. Yeah,
9
right.
isn't terrible. 9 isn't terrible.
Across the mansion.
Are warlocks stealthy?
I mean, they're criminally.
Criminally?
Hold on. If someone does elbow drop you.
Where should I put my 14? I'm going to Arcane Trickster. Does that help?
So intelligence.
Okay.
But if you want to be an arcane trickster, you want to be able to cast spells effectively.
Alright.
Homage to the previous campaign.
And I got 2 13s. Wait, hold on.
I heard Gloomstalkers are good.
Ranger?
Gloomstalker Rangers?
Yeah,
They're good.
Cody's all into rangers. The people badmouth rangers. He's like, no. Rangers a mid-maximal class.
D&D Gloomstalker Ranger.
Right, I guess I'll be the tank.
You're gonna be the tank.
Yeah.
Oh, but we need a wizard, don't we?
Do we need a wizard?
You don't need anything,
I'm going
right?
Arcane Trickster, so that solves.
And he's cleric, so you can cast some spells and heal. And then if you're going to be a ranger, they do get some spells. Right? Rangers
Yeah.
Dispel? Yeah. So y'all all spellcast, and then unless I become a paladin, I'd be the only non-caster.
You know, he's
Right.
Mortal Kombat fatality. This guy. You ask Arena,
If that's what you're gonna do.
Should I dump a 13 into charisma?
So you're gonna get the +1 in charisma, right? So I would put your, and you don't really care about charisma. Well, deception. Someone in the party should probably have a high charisma, just so you can do deception.
Not
and
it.
sneaky.
I have 2 13s though.
So dump the 13 and they got the +1 for 14 is pretty good.
Yeah. Let me do the talking.
Plan A was to stay in Barovia until Straw didn't show up, but that plan went out the window.
In 2 seconds.
Yeah, it went out the window when Straw
Dump
was
another
out.
13 in Constitution and then the 12 in the Wisdom.
You also know that...
Cody's very against dumping con.
No, it's just like...
A good thing he ain't here.
I would be against it too.
No, you don't dump con.
I love to dump con.
very-
Just to make Cody angry more than anything else.
Alright, so what
Are you here to play Dungeons and Dragons with us tonight?
Oh, no, I'm here, bro.
Oh, okay.
And I think 2 days.
within 18
Alright, so now what should I
what's
be?
that?
18 decks plus 4, right? That's huge.
Okay, nice.
People need their wine.
14
So do you know how to
intelligence.
calculate the bonus?
I can't do numbers.
So
1
I'm
plus
gonna-
1 equals negative.
I'm going to teach you some great AA math, or D&D math. Ready?
Getting that wine
Minus 10 divided by 2, round down.
Minus 10 divided by 2. That's 5. And that, you said round down?
Right. So 18 minus 10 is 8,
Yeah.
divided by 2 is 4.
Yeah.
No leftovers, so it's just 4.
Okay.
17 divided by, subtract 10 is 7, divided by 2 is 3.5, ran down 3.
Yeah, I know, I was not.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what's that for?
Your ability modifier number.
You got your 3...
Minus 10 divided by 2, round down.
Okay. Yeah.
I haven't done that yet because I haven't figured out what I want to do yet.
And then you get slide through his window with no clothes on, and you that's with your bare hammer.
Can armors? Can if they have the if they have the proficiency, can wizards use plate armor?
They can't. They can't. Kate actually called DM Chris Perkins and asked him that question.
And what did he say?
Yes, they can. They have to be proficient in heavy armor. In fact, they can wear it even if they're not proficient, but they take huge. It's bad.
So,
And there's a strength requirement for it, but
check my math. 14 would mean plus 2?
correct.
Cool. Thank you.
Isn't that fun? Now you have an official, and that's actually algebra.
Ew.
So you actually put your math skills to use.
Where you're gonna find him.
Nice, I got D&D.
I
think so. I might be wrong.
Nice. So yeah, what was the one with dizzying heights? The door of amber, and then
Oh, yeah.
The garden with the scarecrow.
the garden with the scarecrow.
I like that.
So far, you haven't seen a garden with a scarecrow. There is a church
Does
here.
background matter? Should we?
Oh, in this campaign it matters a lot.
Oh, man, now I gotta do that shit.
So yeah,
Alright, let's
Brian, what are you thinking for your background?
Acolyte.
yeah.
An excellent background. An excellent background. And as a cleric that was also an acolyte, you have done a lot of work in anthropology and archaeology, Brian.
Of course, yes.
In part of your academic studies, you have actually been on ancient archaeological digs. For a while, you were considering a degree in anthropology, actually.
Of course.
And you have attended Varkin Bluff University.
Varkin Bluff University?
Yes, Varkin Bluff University, Brian. At Varkin Bluff University, you majored in archaeology and anthropology. And I don't know, was that before or after you had your religious calling?
I was born into it.
Yeah, that guy's with you now.
You were born as a
As a
acolyte.
kitten, as a kitten, yeah. No, as a kitten.
As a kitten. So you
My
were
parents abandoned
so
me.
you were spiritually inclined your whole life,
Yes.
but you went to Varkin Bluff University,
Whole head punched into his chest cavity.
Sent there by the monastery.
the monastery, just to improve your academic rigor.
Yes.
Who's your deity?
Oh, good question. Let's find this one out.
All right.
You're kind of wondering what to do.
Lewis, have you decided on a class yet?
No, I'm trying to figure out what would be a good fit.
What's the Greek god with the cat head?
I think all Egyptian gods fall into that category. All Egyptian gods have Bast, I think, is one of the more famous Egyptian gods with a cat head.
But anyone got like a crocodile and Anubis has like a dog?
Yeah. You got it. You know your stuff.
Zaltek.
Lewis, son, what's your real name?
Glenn.
Glenn.
With double N.
With a double N. And Glenn, you're playing a rogue, Have you given any thought to your background yet? What kind of rogue are you?
Uh,
I mean, I'm just gonna be sitting there sad because like the line just goes through my ribcage.
criminal.
A criminal? Is it true, Glenn, that your rogue has always had an eye for stealing gems? Kind of like the Pink Panther. You are very obsessed with shiny gems. Is that true?
Yeah, sure. I've never
Okay.
seen a Pink Panther, but yeah.
Lewis? The boy's never seen the Pink Panther? No. Well, what are you doing, man? Come on. It's a
You watch
classic.
stuff sometimes.
He doesn't watch it?
Nope.
Honestly, I just think it sounds overrated.
Pink Panther's overrated?
Sounds like it. A lot of things sound overrated in my
Because
opinion.
I remember one
I
time
don't know what you're referring to.
I was
Cartoon, original
Movie.
movies,
the remake with Steve
remakes.
Martin.
I would argue that all of them are required. Is any of that not
The
worth
remakes
seeing?
are pretty bad.
Are they horrendous? But it has someone famous, right? The Inspector Clouseau is played by
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin is from UCI, right? He's a local hero. We have
I
to
have no
support
idea,
him.
is that right?
Yeah, he went to UCI.
How about that?
Yeah,
Did Tabaxi have any special powers like
Yes. Yes, they
dark
do.
vision or something?
They,
Run
Brian.
really fucking friggin' fast.
Is that right?
Actually, I think we're okay with the language.
Yeah, we're okay with language.
Yeah, they run really, and they can climb. So not everyone has climbing speed. They got claws that they can use to climb up.
Yeah, what is our climbing speed? The same as our regular speed?
Wait, nice.
Very good question. I don't know off the top of my
What
head.
do our Tabaxis look like? Is
You
that-
also have 9 lives.
Cat people. They're cat people.
No, I know, but like, what type of cat are we? Are we domesticated cats? Are we wild cats?
I laughed.
Yes.
I think I said
So it
something
depends on what kind of Tabaxi. Did you grow up in the wilderness of Cholt
Tabaxi.
and grew up with the native Tabaxi tribes? Or were you Tabaxi in one of the... What's it called?
Is native pejorative?
I know.
Not in Cholt.
Not in Chol.
So Cholt is, Cholt is the dinosaur
Australia.
island.
Dinosaur Island.
It's Australia.
yeah, it's my
It's Australia?
It's Australia, man. Everything there wants to kill you.
Okay.
So you could be, literally, you could be any cat-like creature that you're interested in being. And we're defining cat-like creature with, the biggest possible brush.
Nice.
So, you could just have strange eyes and look very human, but be like a David Bowie, like a cat person. You could be almost like a werewolf, right? A serious cat thing.
I just had it all instead of breastfeeding milk, it's just wine.
There's claws.
Talking about
Do
it.
slashing damage.
Yeah, the whole don't drink.
I think I might go with the, the ones with the really stubby legs and they're really short.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna look like that.
Yes. Do you have a tail?
Sure.
You're a stubby-legged, tailed cat guy. You're a rogue. You're obsessed with gems.
Shiny.
Gems, shiny gems.
Shinies in general. I'm just a
Proficiency in
shiny.
perception and stealth.
Make my guy a drug addict and like catnip. Always have that cat.
Lewis, you're still not sure what class you're playing.
They have dark vision.
I'm looking at fighter or barbarian.
Lance, what do we got?
I'm still thinking Gloomstalker Ranger.
Okay.
Gloomstalker.
I played one. That was pretty awesome.
I would do.
That's what I'm thinking.
Uh,
I hear they're good.
and so some kind of like panther-like cat, or what kind of cat species?
I think black would be good.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, there's a theme.
More skunk-like,
No,
like a Pepe Le Pew.
no. My name is Julie Newmar.
Julie Newmar. so,
Tu Wong Fu. Thanks, Julie Newmar.
so very much in the Catwoman genre.
Something like that.
Obsession with latex.
It is International Women's Day.
It's
Now,
also
is it-
Holly today, so it's not only International Women's Day.
Is that the colorful holiday?
That's the colorful Indian holiday where they throw all the dust in the air. So I had my Holly background on at work all day.
I love that background.
Well, some people have the International Women's Day background, and some people are forgetting about those two holidays and going directly to St. Patrick's Day.
Arguably, Holly is much larger
Than International Women's Day. We'd like to think it's international, but it's probably just the United States.
Or maybe some other first world country.
And maybe some other ones.
Western countries like Canada.
But enough to reach the
UK.
billion celebrators.
Yeah, not even close. Not even close.
Is it true that Julie Newmar is from a very, very serious family? perhaps nobility, perhaps industrialists, but a society family that intermingles with the upper echelons of every culture in Faerun. Is that true? And she's kind of rejected her family, but she still relies on them whenever she overuses her credit cards.
Okay.
How'd you hear about me?
Right. I was using the cry for help character tips to see if I could
How
find
did you hear about me?
find place for you. So you're a rich family. Are you nobility? Are you industry? Are you maybe own some kind of textile mill? I mean, what's your family's connection to the rich and famous? A music background? Drug dealers? What other people hang out with the rich? Make cars? Make sure that fortified military institutions, right? You're really good at supply chain.
Why do I pick these thoughts? Why do I have such a
Created golden rice and fed Cholt.
Like Markov.
America?
Yeah, like
I'm a
Markov.
good D&D player then.
Kind of, yeah. I think
Roll for it.
sort of military-industrial complex.
Military. Unaligned military. Yeah, I got it.
So what do I need? What does everyone think I need for
You know, the God of War. That's what I'm thinking.
guidance?
God of War. Got it.
Nick Cage.
That's not what I was thinking, but thank you.
Have you seen that movie?
Brian, at Varken Bluff University, where you went to study and be refined in your things, we had an open question for you, Brian. I forgot what it was.
No, we're just allowed to take a free nail.
Well, first of all, when has this really been like official?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
How come I went there? I was commissioned. What was I studying?
You were raised in a religious environment.
So
you were
abandoned.
sent to become
so
an
I was a
architect.
native Tabaxi,
Okay.
and my parents, somehow I wandered away and wandered into what's the big city in Cholt? Are we in Faerun?
No, yeah, you're in Faerun.
What's that big city?
Port Navarro.
So I went to Port Navarro.
Yes.
Accidentally got onto a ship.
Okay.
What town in Faerun are we in?
We're going to start off in Varken Bluff.
Where is that? Is that
I don't know.
Gold Coast or Silver Coast? Sword Coast?
Yeah, of course. Everything's on the Sword Coast.
Yeah.
Except for when you're doing the north, and we did that adventure.
Why is everything on the Sword Coast?
Because they wrote a book about it. I don't know. That's a good. Because R.A. Salvatore wrote a series of books all on the Sword Coast.
Brian, do you have a name for your
Oh yeah,
character?
I'm Feather on the River.
Feather on the River.
Feather on the River.
Walk in, and it appears to be a pretty decent place.
So I went to the.
Several large tables, a couple small.
I think parents abandoned me.
Is-
Do you know
is
how Ray
Lewis-
was abandoned on Jakarta? Jakarta, where was Ray abandoned?
Yeah.
Jakku.
Jakku.
You know how she didn't know how she got there? I don't
Right.
know how I got there.
Got it.
But I found out myself on a boat, and then the boat dumped me into whatever major port there is close to Mordekar University.
Is it true Lewis's character has kind of adopted you in a kind of like a mice and men role?
So which one's Lenny, I guess is the question on that one. No, that's exactly not
true.
what happened.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Do you have any relationship to any of the other players?
It's quite the opposite. You know, I don't know what race class are
He
you?
doesn't have anything yet.
I'm thinking about being a dex-based fighter.
Dex-based fighter.
Yeah. So one day when I was in the market, I found some people that were stealing from the old, half-elven marketer?
Yes.
Merchant?
Merchant.
You're not even a merchant. Just
Or a marketer. He was actually trying to
marketer.
promote
promoting, doing the literature, using trifold.
He can really help grow your business.
Really grow your... Oh,
He saw some real hope in you.
yeah, no, the hope, just make...
Lewis, is it true that you're a multi-level marketing expert?
No.
You're not a charisma. Who's a charisma person?
He's got a 14 in
I can
charisma.
put in charisma. I'm gonna have some stuff.
You're a gloomstalker. No talking, more killing.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Well,
But he owns all the houses.
And some flirting. And a lot of flirting.
if I talk, it's mostly gloomy.
Before you go,
It's a lot of angst.
A lot of angst. A whole lot of
I
angst.
just said, come in,
Let's see.
and you're allowed to go in.
I'm a resident of the house.
What armor do we start with? Do we do all that?
Hey,
Yeah, you got to get your equipment. So
Well,
you're.
first, I need my stats.
Oh, damn.
Oh shoot! That was you?
That was me.
Okay, I thought it was your phone.
No.
So you don't even know what your class is yet.
I was thinking about a fighter, but I was
Fighter.
also thinking about a barbarian.
Yes. Divide by 10.
Which do you think would be better for a
No,
Tabaxi?
subtract 10.
Subtract 10. Divide by 2.
Dex
Was that
based
the math that
Dex
you were
based
talking
fighter, I
about?
think would be better than a
Alright,
barbarian.
then I'll go Dex
That's
based
the
fighter.
algebra.
Things just come in or like what?
I've been with him.
Round
Most
down.
character creations have been through roll
Round
20,
down.
so I
Always
haven't
round
had to do.
So a 12 is a 1.
Which I guess isn't rounding. It's called truncate, I think, at that point.
So here's the equipment you can start with, and then you'll also get some equipment from your background and from yours.
Alright.
So I did my stats.
Simple.
What does that mean?
You need a name, character's name,
Which is better, chainmail or long or leather armor?
chainmail.
Animal handling. Insight.
Pick a name.
David. You need a cat name though. So Brian's cat name is Feather on the River.
Mine
Lance
is
has got Julie Newmar.
mine's Snow on the Mountain.
Snow on the Mountain.
Literally Google Tabaxi names and they come up like what me and Brian,
Alright, I'll do that.
what me and Bry guys were.
Feather on the River, Snow on the Mountain.
You can smoke on the water.
Smoke on the
Fire
water.
in. I should change it to fire in the sky, and you be smoking on the water.
I don't know what that reference is.
Oh, come on. Dun, 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 dun.
I know that song. I still don't.
It's the name of the song.
I don't know the
I
song.
don't care.
What's that?
No. They mentioned Frank Zappa. It's about a Frank Zappa concert where the arena caught on fire. Frank Zappa's had some bad luck. He was pushed off the stage in Germany, fell into a 10-foot pit, and broke his back.
Is he American?
Yes.
Well, they
Frank
California.
Zappa is
they tend not to like Americans.
What's a good dex-based
truly amazing.
martial weapon?
Where's Frank Zappa from?
Dex-based martial weapon, like a rapier?
Is that what?
Yeah, that's kind of the default.
No, he's from Maryland, but he died.
Maryland.
Maryland.
But he was living in LA when he was young. That's not true. He's from... Is that true? He's born in Maryland? That surprises me.
I am wondering if I...
But he did come out here early.
Dad was
Born
in
in
the military or
Maryland.
something.
Obviously, he's Italian.
Yeah, I just historically inaccurate
Because you're
facts.
from Maryland.
Frank Zappa, the last name. Maybe that's not. No, I guess that's not.
Italian. It could be Italian. There's an Italian Zappa.
Top card. I like top
Let's
card.
see.
Top card? Top card.
What is the Underdark?
In Faerun, there is beneath the surface of the planet, deep beneath the surface of the planet, there's a huge cave system that where the Drow live, and a whole bunch of evil creatures are down there, right? And they occasionally come up, and there's a whole ecosystem down there.
Like Mind Flayers. Mind Flayers there, right?
Mind Flayers are actually from the Far Realm.
No, I meant they live there, so they're not
They like to
fishing
hang out.
there. Oh, they like to
There
hang
are
out
some
there.
down there just because they don't get hunted, right? So the Githyanki are trying to kill the Mind Flayers, so the Mind Flayers are basically
Who's
hiding.
trying to kill the Mind Flayers?
Githyanki.
Get Yankee?
Githyanki.
Get Yankee.
Like,
That's
yeah?
true.
No, not the GIF. The Githyanki.
Get Yankee. Get Yankee.
Githyanki.
Get Yankee.
Githyanki.
That's right.
The GIF are hippopotamus men. The Githyanki are pale skinned, kind of elvish, lanky, astral warriors.
And why are they killing Mind Flayers?
The Mind Flayers enslaved them, and when the Githyanki escaped to the astral sea, they just focus on nothing but killing Mind Flayers, and the Mind Flayers are almost extinct.
How do you go from enslaving a race to now being hunted by them?
They got into the astral sea where the Mind Flayers couldn't go, and time basically stopped for them, so they had lots of time to prepare to destroy the Mind Flayers. Everybody else hates the Mind Flayers too, so
I mean, yeah, no one likes Mind Flayers.
no one likes Mind Flayers.
We fought Mind Flayer before, though, right, Dad? Like the
so.
first time we played Strahd and stuff, we fought one.
I need to have a favorite enemy and a favorite terrain.
That's a great question.
Pick the law as your favorite enemy. Would that work?
Which one?
The law.
The law.
Your favorite enemy, your anti-law.
It seems I have a choice of aberrations, beasts, celestials, constructs, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, giants, monstrosities, oozes, plants, Undead.
No, I would let you pick law.
I mean, if you think about it, if we want to get into
Anything that's lawful, you are against.
if we think about, law is just a construct, so like if we want to get into the philosophy of it all, if we want to get Pluto and Aristotle, law is just a construct created by the economically powerful and ethnic majority of a region.
Correct.
They're just threats. You don't have to listen to them.
So you hate them.
Well, I would agree that
Yeah.
most of the law is that way. Significant portions of our law have been created through unions and organizing. I refer you to the 1890s through the 1930s.
Yeah.
And you're opposed to all of it. You tear it down. You hate all of it. It is your favorite enemy.
Anarchy.
I think it does work for my family background.
Yeah.
What is your background?
Oh, I'm wealthy from like a military arms dealer.
Nice.
Unaligned military arms
Do
dealer.
these stats look right?
Okay.
9, 18, 13, 14, 12, 14. Yeah, perfect.
Alright, cool. So now that I got all that down, I just start putting in equipment.
Yep, equipment's in the player's handbook, so he's got it right now.
Is it cool if I go light armor since I...
Absolutely, you're a rogue. Leather is coin of the realm for leather. So if you look up your class,
What leather's in?
What is armor classes of leather versus scale mail?
Scale mail's better.
I got it on the phone. I can
What's
use
your
it.
chainmail?
Yes.
Or reading leather to be stealthy. I don't know
What class are you?
Gloomstalker.
Oh, Gloomstalker. So yeah.
Scale.
You're just making it like really enticing. I think you should really go for scale.
I think the vineyard's probably the best bet then, and then we have possibly a plan B to look for that.
Yeah, but I need flame.
Alright.
He goes, yeah, well, the people
I can have 2 short swords or 2 simple melee weapons.
Use the moments to mash. He got the red dragon fresh wine. He takes it and he goes,
double short sword, that's pretty rad.
Well, apparently I can't do 2 weapon fighting until 2nd level.
Yeah, but you can have the weapons ready.
It has notes of not.
2 simple. Well, I wonder if the Gloomstalker has any sort of special.
ethanol mixed with water and some
Because they're not actually in this book.
Notes
They're
like
in another
potable,
book.
potable water.
How do I add what? Like my rapier is 1e d8 damage, but what is my attack bonus in my?
Okay, so your proficiency is 2.
Okay.
So there's a box somewhere for proficiency. Okay, and then it's a rapier, so you use your dexterity.
Which
Plus 2 is your attack modifier.
So plus 6.
And your damage modifier is probably nothing.
Okay.
I don't think you get to add your dex to...
I too shall do a rapier.
Remember to get hand crossbows or something ranged attacky too, right? That's
Done.
Okay.
People often forget to get ranged attacking.
What's a hand? What's a hand crossbow?
Or just a crossbow or a bow or something that you can shoot from range.
Is a longbow or a short?
Yeah, longbow's good, shortbow's good.
All right. What is that?
Plus.
Dex again.
So plus 6 again. And I wonder what the damage is.
I think it's a D8.
Can I have darts as my range?
Of course.
Nice.
Darts is a classic thieves weapon.
It's like ninja. It's weird.
Yeah.
Those rogues are like ninjas.
Finesse. All right.
What is your character's name? Top deck? Top card.
Yeah, let's definitely do series.
Top card.
Top card. You've got stubby legs. You have a tail. Brian, do you have a tail?
Yes.
Lewis, tail or no tail?
Yeah, I have a tail.
Tail. Lance, tail?
Yeah, I have one now.
Tail.
Yeah.
Tail, good.
How do I do my darts? How do I do my
So-
attacks?
Dex
Yeah.
plus proficiency.
This says finesse weapons. When you make an attack with your finesse weapon using strength or dexterity modifier for your attack and damage roll.
Okay. So you get to add to the damage.
Okay.
Only know old paladin.
I didn't put in my proficiency bonus. That's what I'm supposed to use, right?
Yeah, your proficiency is 2.
Okay.
All right. What would be a good background for a Tabaxi fighter?
Tell me, man. So you are a Tabaxi fighter.
Yep.
You
Dex-based fighter. Did you ever find out what a cleric is?
Oh yeah, I did actually. Here, 1 second.
Nice jewel.
Attack bonus be 8 then, adding my dex modifier and proficiency bonus.
2 short
Because that's a
swords.
4 for dex modifier and 2 to...
Is it true that you were arrested for a crime you didn't commit and held in prison for most of your life?
No, that's 6.
And now I hate everybody because of it.
Is that true? Yeah. Okay. So you're a now when you were released from prison, were you released by an organized crime family for some future debt that they didn't explain to you? Or were you a goods prisoner? I mean, are you connected to an organized crime family through your time in prison?
Yeah.
Movement speed of 20.
Do you embrace the organized? I mean, are you a mob? Like, do you aspire to being a mob boss? Are you a mid-tier mob member, or do you reject the mob lifestyle?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to reject it, but I wouldn't want to be a mob boss. But if I had to,
you're happily you're a member of the mafia.
Yeah. I don't want to be the boss.
Okay. So I'm going to give you as a bonus for being a mafia member, because that does have some disadvantages. You will get to be able to speak thieves' cant.
There you go.
Thieves' cant, which is like a hand signal language that criminals can talk to
Well,
each other.
actually, he speaks.
Yeah, you've
rogue,
got
right?
thieves' cant.
So you both have it.
Cool.
Right.
And what would my background be?
Criminal.
So there's a criminal background?
Criminal, I think is what the background.
Ouch! Did I say 20?
But it is going to come up. It's going to be helpful in adventure number 3.
Let's see.
Where's criminal in the book?
Does our heisting party need a name, or is that going to come in the?
Oh, it definitely. The Tabaxi team needs a name.
Cat burglars.
Car ramrod.
We shall put it to a vote.
No, I was joking. Criminal.
Saving throws.
Cat burglar.
No.
Corny as shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like cat burglar.
Generic though.
Yeah. There's not much clause in the name. People aren't going to get drawn in.
What about the Bat Kurglers?
Yeah, bat burglars. Yeah, let's do bat burglars.
Bat burglar.
No, you can't have
rolling?
that. You can't have that. Yeah, it's rolling, dude. Character creation is some of our most watched videos, man.
Right?
People can't believe this is how we make Sparky.
Oh, I listened to some of the video that you made last week.
It's terrible.
I was like, I don't sound that country in real life. And then I'm like, shit. I read When I speak, I don't hear it. But when I was watching the video, I'm like, well, shit. All right. I sound country
Can't
as
take the
hell.
country out.
I sounded hella annoying. Like I wanted to punch myself in the face. Shut up, bro.
Just come get me. I'll punch you.
We've never had a party named the Alakazams.
Investigation.
Alakazam.
Well, that feels like more of a wizardy type of thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good call.
Dude, the problem with being a Tabaxi is even though I buffed my wisdom as much as I could, and it was the #1 thing, there's just so much dex bonus. I'm still Dexy.
What's my?
Very Dexy.
How do I do my claw?
When you say Dexy, do you mean sexy or do you mean Dexy?
Yes.
What do you think? Animal handling
How do you do
or
my claw tap?
Athletics.
There's going to be a lot of shenanigans.
And we're first level. What are my weapons?
So
I don't have any weapons. I need some.
I read that all Tabaxi get perception and stealth. And then I found out that Gloomstalker, instead of taking the favored enemy, they can get expertise in something.
Okay.
Can I get a rapier? How much is a rapier?
Not much.
25.
It's 25 rapier?
Nice.
That's what I saw.
Wait, no, I got. Let me look at weapons.
I'm thinking stealth for expertise.
Their disparity is like this is like maybe
They're
ABB.
Uh,
using the yeast that exists
I don't know how to do that on my character
It's gonna be
sheet. Can I
fine.
just
You need to like with that .09, you're gonna have to get
expertise?
We might just have to do a long sword.
What does that mean? I get plus.
Because they have spent really bad turns.
Plus the stat, plus the proficiency.
It'd be like if you went and do a. It'd be like if you went.
Longsword versatile. What's the cheapest finesse?
So your proficiency is plus 2 at first level. It goes up every level.
Oh, I see.
But $1
I have a plus 2.
is like 5 trillion. I know what I said.
And
Alright, I'm
and expertise is times 2?
No. Plus.
That's true. Technically,
Plus
we're
2
all
again.
trillionaires in Zimbabwe. So
Your dex is plus 2, and your expertise is plus 2, so you're plus 4.
But it's just trying to convert it.
Alright, I think I got everything except I need my.
Okay.
I'm checking.
Is that the way it works? I don't know.
I think that's the way it works.
So you said for strength, my saving throw, how do I do that again?
Oh, I'm sorry. You gain expertise with that skill, which means your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make with it.
And what happens with that?
So if you're proficient and in expertise, you get proficiency gives you your +2. Trained in it gives you your stat, so that's +4. Doubled is +8.
And that's for what?
For expertise.
Really?
Yeah, expertise is very good.
Yeah, because I was actually doubled up in perception and stealth.
Does it just double the proficiency, or does it
You gain expertise with that skill, which means your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make with it.
Okay, so that sounds like I get +2 for Dex, and then +2 for proficiency ×2, which is +6.
I think you add the two together, so you're at +4, and then you double.
Okay. Alright.
Can I sell my mace and holy and amulet? I still have another holy symbol.
Yes.
And at face value?
Yes.
And buy my scimitar?
Yes.
Do you know who taught me that trick?
Jack. Cody.
Did Cody learn it from Jack?
I don't know. Cody probably figured it out on his own. You know, he's now brewing Magic the Gathering Commander decks.
Jack or Cody?
Cody.
Oh, wow.
It's sick.
Because Jack's done that.
We went to Friday Night Commander.
Here?
Kingslayer.
Yeah, so as you're talking, Ismark's reading over
His main deck won so badly the first round, we just switched to our second decks. Like, it was just ridiculous.
How do I do my saving throws? Is it just the number right here, 3?
Yep.
Am I proficient in any?
The proficiency and saving throws come from your class. So if you look up fighter, it'll have, at the very beginning, it'll have what you're proficient in.
Oh, the nicest thing is my saving proficiencies for
It'll give you like what you're proficient in, and then it'll also give you which skills you can pick. Usually you can pick like 4 out of 6.
Where does it say that?
Helm will help us.
Saving throw strength and constitution.
Longbow. 1d8.
Since I'm playing a stubby cat, can I say I'm like 4 feet and be small?
You want to be a small cat rather than medium.
Yeah, I want to be small.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with you being small. So you're a small cat, Glenn.
I'm stubby.
Yeah, your top card. Your top card, you're a tiny kitten.
How do I,
what is your... And you love gems. You love shiny gems.
if I'm proficient in strength, what do I do? I got a 3, so what would it be?
3 plus the 2 for your
Okay, so that's
proficiency
why.
bonus is 5.
And then, so that would be the same. My constitution is a 2, so it would go up to 4. Alright, the only thing I think I need is,
16
armor class. How do I get that?
Okay, so what are you wearing?
Chainmail?
Chainmail is a 16.
And I have a shield.
Right now.
You have a shield plus
Yeah.
1 more.
And I have defensive fighting style, which is 1 more. So my AC is 18.
Correct.
Oh, this
That's not bad for a level 1.
Oh, shield is 2. Shield
So
is 2. I'm
19.
sorry.
Nice.
And then does Dex? He can still use his Dex, or he can't use his Dex with
For chainmail, it doesn't say Dex.
chain? Okay.
So 19.
Stealth is disadvantage.
Should I do sleight of hand or insight?
Well, what would it be if I did leather then?
He's got it right there. What's leather? Base
Leather
AC?
is 11 plus Dex.
So 5 less.
But it's a plus dex. So and my dex is 4, so it'd be 15 plus my shield plus that. So it'd take it up to
Dex is
17.
4? Whoa.
18 Dex.
It's amazing.
Because you get the plus 2, right? So
Yeah.
they're high numbers.
So I'd lose 2, I think, on my AC, but I wouldn't have a disadvantage on stealth. I might go with that instead.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Actually, no, I'd only lose 1, I think.
Plus, you know, a cat in leather is pretty rad.
Yeah, I'll go leather.
You could be in love with Julie Newmar. Snow on the mountain, top card, feather on the river.
Scale mail says it gives you disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, I'll take that off then, because I want leather.
What are
I'm
your
going to my claw
chainmail?
attack.
What is it?
So it's
I'm
11
going
plus
to do my
15.
claw attack.
They're both disadvantage.
Well, claw attack is just going to be your strength to hit,
Oh, no, never mind.
plus like a D. What is claws? D4, I think, plus 2.
What page is that on?
I got 0, man.
145.
Thanks.
I got 0 in that shit, so I'm forget about that.
No, it's always better to use your weapon than your claws.
They're pretty. I shouldn't dare.
What if you don't have a weapon? You might, you know.
Nah, I got a rapier.
Yeah. Sometimes though you might not have your weapon.
4 is 15.
How am I not proficient with the mace? I am, but it's not a finesse weapon. Doggone it.
No, mace is decidedly not a finesse weapon, Brian. That's
I mean, you can make it if you smith a mace specially meant for it to be a finesse type. It can be. Like, it's all about how.
Have you seen Revenge of the Nerds? Is that where you're getting this? Have you seen Lamar's javelin throw?
What? No.
Specially designed for his limp-wristed throwing style?
Never seen Revenge of the Nerds.
That's a required... I don't know, is that age appropriate?
It is...
He watched he's watched Game of Thrones.
It's not 2023 appropriate, is the problem.
Oh, if that was made today, same with like the old Porkies, you remember those?
Oh, man.
Oh, no, Porkies. I may get canceled just for being in the theater and laughing.
As a kid that freaked out at Back to the Future.
What happens in Back to the Future?
Yeah, stuff happens. Stuff goes down.
I remember he goes back and sees his mom, right? His mom and dad are
yeah,
dating,
his mom
like
wants to bang him.
Oh, is that what happened?
Also, did you remember, like I was telling him how censorship is when we were, I'm assuming we're pretty all close to the same age. A movie with Michael J. Fox, Doc Hollywood. It was PG-13, but a woman comes out of the like pond butt naked. You get like full, and like it was PG-13. That would not fly today. That would be like a hard R. And it was like she walked up to him nonchalant, she was just like, "Hey," and he's like, "Hey."
Doc Hollywood.
Yeah, like, hey, and like she just doesn't care, and it's like. That used to be okay in PG-13. I thought, like, as a kid, like, we'd go the opposite way, like, less censorship.
Right.
It's like, it's more censored now than it was
when my
when
daughter was young, she was in dance. And so one Saturday I thought, oh, this will be fun. We'll watch Grease. It's like a musical. You know what Grease is about?
I do.
I could not believe I'm like...
Did you watch it on public TV?
No.
They cut all these parts out?
Yeah, we went to the library and got the DVD, and I'm like, okay, stop.
When I was a kid, I watched all these movies on public TV when they cut everything out.
And so you didn't know?
I didn't know. I was like, what?
I had a college friend, Greg Miller, that took a... We didn't used to know what movies were about. Like, you didn't, you know... Greg Miller, first date, took a woman to see Blue Velvet, the David Lynch movie about, like, this totally psychotic thing. And it was like, you've not seen Blue Velvet?
I haven't seen it either.
That's like a really, really old movie.
It's from the 80s, like 88.
No,
89.
like the 40s.
No. It's David Lynch.
Okay, I don't know.
Twin Peaks guy.
Yeah.
But not appropriate first date film. But he thought it was going to be like some, you know, Blue Velvet, like some kind of romantic thing.
How old are you?
What's that? I was born in 1986, or born in 1968. Graduated from high school in 1986.
So you're
53.
You're 12 years older than me.
Yeah.
So I was born in 80. May 80.
Best decade.
No, I love the 80s. Early 90s too.
Oh. Yeah.
It's so good.
Think
I'm done?
Disturbing. Yes.
What equipment does a rogue get?
You need your initiative bonus, which is your dex.
Oh, initiative bonus, yeah.
And you got your hit points?
Yeah, it should be.
You got your hit points? Oh, you got everything. You're good.
We just need initiative bonus?
Yeah, that's
which
all
is just my dex?
Your dex.
Plus 4.
Unless you have a feat or anything.
No.
Well, I feel torn because...
Do we get a feat or anything?
There's like a... No, you don't get a feat at first level.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
At fourth level, you can either take a feat...
Or an SAI or whatever it is. SI or whatever. Everything's pretty much even right now, though, so... I don't know.
I feel torn because I'm supposed to have expertise in stealth, but then scale mail gives me disadvantage in stealth.
But you have a huge dex?
I don't have a huge dex. I don't have anything over 14.
If you had a choice between more damage but a less of a chance to hit, or a higher chance to hit with less damage, what would you choose?
It depends on the situation. Do you need to just hit them every single time, or if one hit can knock them out, then I'd rather do more damage.
Interesting, I don't know. I think I'm a ranged cleric.
I would take more chances to hit then.
Yeah, I want to do damage. I'd rather do more than hit and get the hits in as opposed to a 10% chance less of hitting to do. Actually, that's probably a better way of looking at it. 10% chance less of hitting. 10%
Particularly at lower levels.
10% chance, lesser chance of hitting points to do.
No, I rolled a 1.
Actually, no. It actually makes more sense because
I'm like,
we're
oh, hell, that's it.
Gauntlet.
Only God.
You know that
It's the
Saint
same amount of
Gabriel
damage.
was a saint of the morning lord, the gods of the sun, or one of the gods of the sun.
Does it look like I got everything good except for my hit points?
Hit points, initiative. You're
No, I just want to make sure I got everything good before I moved on to that.
crowbar, burner's pack, these
The
tools.
solar flare?
Yeah, one is the obnoxious solar flare that would knock out your electricity you actually had.
Is the other one like, you know, managing so
So I
people
don't
can't
get a
explosive
shield.
burns and all
I messed up before on the stats, so if I
Your dex is
fucked
plus
up.
4.
Oh, background. You
Yeah.
get.
You have expertise in acrobatics,
You get.
Yeah, that's what it said.
You
It was
get
cool, right?
Stuff based on your
so
background.
you get 4 plus 2 is 12, not 11.
It's probably about 8 in the morning. They're probably like 7:30.
What?
Doors open.
So we think what expertise means is you get your stat bonus plus your proficiency bonus times 2.
As you slowly walk down.
So 4 plus 2 is 6 times 2 is 12. But you have 11.
On what?
Acrobatics.
Did I do mine? What would my expertise be on stealth then if I have a 4? Plus 2 is 6, so it would be 12. I have an 8. So I need to bump it up to 12?
So you didn't add your proficiency.
I didn't.
He's arguing that you doubled the
Urchin.
metric before you add, right? So I'm not sure, but we've just been rolling it that way. We'll check for next week.
Okay, does this seem good? Obviously, I need to probably maybe do some languages.
No, it looks good.
Okay, cool.
You got a ranged attack, you got a normal attack, you got your initiative bonus, you got your
You got drugs?
stats, you got your
Better start.
skills, you're ready to roll.
Right.
Got a name, you got a background.
10 hit points is... I did the math right there. 10 hit points.
For a rogue, yeah, that sounds about right. Maximum hit die plus con. So with your hit die d6 or d8? D8, so it's 8 plus 2.
8, here we go. No, wait, that's 12. What's my 8?
You don't roll at first level, you just get the highest.
Oh, okay.
So if you're a D8, you get 8, and then you add your con bonus.
D8 plus my con. Yeah, that's 2. That's 10. Alright, cool. And what you said what initiative was again?
Dex.
Dex.
Straight dex.
Straight dex. So that'd be 4.
That's not fun.
Pretty good.
What happened?
Oh, it said that you got stuff based on your background too.
You get additional
I was looking
skills,
at the stuff. No,
and you get some equipment.
It's not.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Barovia.
Brian, how we doing, man?
I think I'm good.
You're good, Lewis?
I think I'm good. I'm just checking.
What's our speed?
Look.
Like for
30. Oh no, but it actually started at 40, right?
I thought it said 30.
I read 30.
We're 30, but we can climb 20.
Climb 20, and
But-
then you can go 60. But then
You can't move the
then
next
You
one.
can't do 60 again until you do 0. But you can do 38. You can do 30.
So you can do dash and still be able to attack
Correct.
once.
That's
But
not even
they-
a dash.
Yeah, so it's just our thing.
It's just your
yeah.
movement.
You can
What is
dash with that ability and
120.
move 60. Or no, move 120.
Right.
Which is a lot.
That is legal, has been confirmed, it is documented.
And it's a lot. I mean,
That's a
that's a
lot.
really far way to go. Like, it's all the way across the map.
Where is this being based in? This
Oh, yeah.
heist.
So you're going to start in
8
the
different
city,
places.
the city of Varkin Bluff in the Forgotten Realms.
What language do you think
Bark
they
and
speak
Bluff?
there?
They speak Common.
God damn it. Sorry.
Everywhere speaks Common.
Alright,
And you have Thieves' Cant, which is going to be helpful because your father also has Thieves' Cant. And then you get to pick a couple, Tabaxis get a couple other languages.
yeah, you said one other, like, a proficiency or something. I don't know, I'm already forgetting.
It's usually
Simple
California.
weapons martial.
Okay, here's Florida man story. Strahd is a Strahd is Florida man. Local Florida man gets blood drunk.
Nothing on here about language.
I forgot to do some of my skills from fighter.
Florida man story is when they threw an entire
I think I got it all for Tabaxi. All for criminal. Let me make sure it's criminal.
Oh, I saw a video of
By the way, I saw that for criminal background there was a specialty. Does that matter?
Oh, yeah. You need to have a specialty as a criminal.
I'll go with burglar.
Burglar, I think, is the right answer.
That's not for California.
That's the California man. So which one?
I need to pick that. I forgot. I meant to and I forgot. Where is
Wait, who-
background?
Florida man.
Yeah.
125.
The white girls from California.
Criminal.
What
Specialty. Yeah, I guess enforcer or burglar. Enforcer could have been the mob thing.
Yeah.
I'll go enforcer.
To be fair, if there was ever such a thing as a PvP zone in real life, it's a Waffle House.
Oh yeah, so many Waffle House videos.
Yeah, no, that's the real life PvP zone when you walk in. Like, why don't you hear boss music?
Yeah. Why is there a
No, that's why the Waffle House is always open, because they have a store of their own.
Yeah, the Waffle House Index. Actual useful public health measure. I had to learn about that in grad school.
Alright, I think I'm good.
I was surprised that there was indeed a Waffle House index. Bless you.
Yeah, there is.
Like when I found out, I was like, huh?
Problem is there's no Waffle Houses out here, so.
What's the fruit,
It's not a
man?
Waffle House, man. It's a Waffle Home. I'm from the South, so they're everywhere. Me and my friend would go to the casino and get like just hammered, and then stop at the Waffle House right outside the casino to get sober up on their crappy, greasy food.
Oh, I've gone to them completely sober many times.
Second language.
It's still, I like the food.
Very
It's
good.
not bad.
Yeah, you get cheap steak and eggs.
Yeah.
And it tastes pretty decent, and it doesn't
They're-
cost hardly
Their
anything.
potatoes are delicious. Have you ever gotten like their hash brown and you can get like onions and mushrooms?
Smoking covered.
Yeah, I love. I mean, that's the one thing I think they just do right in my opinion.
That's actually one of the few things I miss about home is like a Cracker Barrel and a Waffle House. If they could throw one of those around here in North County, I'd be
I'm not a
like,
fan of Cracker Barrel, but Waffle House. Can I double down on the Waffle House?
I'd take that over that. So yeah, Waffle House is the one I miss the most.
I love. I have such good memories. I got a bunch of family in the South.
Where at?
Publix here too. So I got some aunts and some family in North Carolina, and some aunts and some cousins in South Florida. So my nephew used to go to school in Raleigh, Durham, so I spent some time in Raleigh, Durham, working to a Waffle House. And I've been to Atlanta a lot, so Atlanta's got some Waffle Houses too. Have you been to a Waffle House?
No.
Have you been to a Cracker Barrel?
It's just, okay, crimes against humanity.
He hasn't been out there since he was like
I don't
4.
think you're missing much of the Cracker Barrel. I'm not a fan. I've been there, but Waffle House, people give it a hard time. Your dad's like greasy, whatever.
I love it. No, I love it. That's what I like.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna ever want to go to.
Except don't get the waffles. I've never had waffles. Have you had waffles there? I have. I've had pancakes.
I always did steak and eggs.
I've gotten their grits.
Steak and eggs, steak and eggs, steak and eggs, steak and eggs.
I've gotten their potatoes.
Link 182.
Yeah, it's a small little, you know, the help there is just fantastic. And
Which dish?
It's just like,
We'll come up later.
Cracker Barrel does have
Does he
those
need one too?